me out now. Return of the smooth operator. Shotty on repeat. I say sleep later. This another favor. Consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air. Fantasy a dream. Real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless. Learn to live shameless. Talk about me alive, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless. So I'ma style on them. They washed up. It's a rap. Throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them. Otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue. Get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point. Moving forward. The battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a mind. Grinder. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crash nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wanna ride? Come and vibe with the blue. Come 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 vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather, be weather, be tripping. Starting to control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, loose-ish. Why they still lying? They don't do this bad at board games. Whole world clueless, selling they soul for Roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a sliced extra mozzarella. Crew born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge to tell her? You don't know, but my eyes are better. Life's a gamble, depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame? Ever blink in the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do? Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. Come vibe with the blue. Pass what up? Vibe with the.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
I have seen everything that has ever happened, ever will happen, ever could happen, and yet, what the hell is this? Are you ready?
Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please, I'm trying to get paid. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please, I'm trying to get paid.
For 27 years, I ain't gone for 28. What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie, Blerd Without Fear, got the homie, Robo of Left Face TV. Welcome to episode 17 of the Nerds of Culture podcast. I don't really have a moniker yet for this one, but you know, we're getting there. We're working on these things. They're happening.
Y'all give us one.
Yeah. Y'all give us one. That's my answer. That's my answer to it. You give me you come up with one.
That's pretty much how I do shit. Is I try to figure out how can I do the least. No.
Look, real talk. I think, let me go back up. Yeah, Elite X1 said Dragon's Dogma releases in 3 hours.
Oh, 3 hours. No.
Yeah, I think, well, it might be different because I think, here's the question. I think it might be different depending on, it might be different based on platform. I know for Steam, it says an hour. So if the stream just randomly shuts down, I apologize.
Whoops.
I didn't turn it off. It's just that I was trying to download it and I was trying to install it while we were live.
And if we don't come back, don't go looking on the Steam what people are doing.
Look, no, Discords was gonna snitch on me, be like, Blerd Without Fear is playing Dragon's Dogma 2 on Steam.
Yeah, we're gonna be like, we're trying to get the stream back up. Just hold on, we're trying. It says right. They're both playing Dragon's Dogma right now.
Wait. It says they're in a Discord call. Like, what's going on? That game ain't even multiplayer. Like, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. That's our life, man. That's our life. Also, shout out to Capsule77. Said playing Elden Ring and anything in between while waiting on Dragon's Dogma 2. Also, I love the fact that in between in the lands between. I love that. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but I love it. Man, also, dude, we got super chats coming in already. God damn. We got Brent Fox.
I like to see it.
Dude, that support. That's what it is.
That's what I'm saying.
Brent Fox says, yeah, just showing support with the $2 super chat. We appreciate that. We got Damaris Love says, best line from X-Men 97, Omega level threat detected. I was like, you better ask somebody and pray.
Man, I'll tell you what. I know you got it planned to talk about it on the Blerd game. I watched the video you put out, but I'm just saying that shit went hard.
Man, it was so good. Dude, let me tell you, every time someone asks me about it, I just say the same thing. I felt like I was 10 years old again.
I'm saying, like, they did it perfect. And you know what's funny? Look, I wouldn't be me if I didn't start bitching about this right out the gate. Mm-hmm. But this is how you know you're never gonna be able to keep motherfuckers happy, because this shit is beat for beat. Like even the animation style. Like, we have technology out that makes it to where blasters don't have to be animated that way, right? We can make them look dope. We can make them glow. We can make them, go 60 frames per second. But they're gonna make it look like the 90s on purpose, and people still gonna have a reason to bitch.
Bro, right? I honestly, you can't. You know what it is? Okay, there was a what's that guy's name? Is it Caleb City?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, he did a video.
Yeah, comedian. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He did a video, basically kind of like a skit, making fun of people who hate on shit, but like high key like it, but like they just like to hate on it because they're just so used to being a hater. It's right. like, dude, did you like so and so? Nah, man, it was whack. He was like, but but you watched the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna start it, I might as well finish it. Mm-hmm. But dude, you were literally just on Twitter the other day saying that all the characters were so lit. You loved the character development, and now you're saying that the character development was whack. Like, what's going on? He's like, man, don't worry about it.
I already have a bad memory, so whenever I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can't remember real people's names. Don't start asking me. This is what I hate about like having my memory. You start talking to me about Jujutsu Kaisen. I sat there and I binged all of Jujutsu Kaisen. Mm-hmm. I've restarted it 2 or 3 times, but just recently I said I'm gonna stop stopping I'm gonna watch all of it. And I did. Watched all of it, all the way to season 2. And then somebody would be like, oh, but that was wild. What happened with Jujutsu Way? And I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that. Who's that? Who's that one? That's the girl. Okay, blonde girl. Okay, got it. So I'm like, I don't know how they describe, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. But you'll get people out there who sits there, can name off every single character, can name off arcs, and then call it whack. I'm like, get the fuck out.
It's like, nah, man, it's trash. It just, I don't. It's funny to me because you saying that, you made me think about something. I don't even think, you know what? I don't even think it's that your memory's bad. You know what I think it is? Because I have a similar thing. And I think I have a pretty damn good memory, all things considered. You know what it is? It's the same thing I talked to my wife about. Cynthia can watch a whole 10 seasons of a show with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking about a show she's just watching where like she's just in the room. Right. And the show is on. Like, no, it's a show she legitimately enjoys. She legitimately has fun. She legitimately has fun with it. She loves watching it. She loves the show. She talks about it all the time. But if you ask her like specific details about the show, she'll just kind of look at you and be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's and honestly, for her in some cases, sometimes it's memory, but I think it's just the way you process. Like there's because I do it with certain shows. There's certain shows that
ADHD?
She does actually. Yeah.
That's actually, I'm not even kidding. That's an actual no shit symptom.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird because like some shit I'm watching, I feel like I have superpowers. People get like they get annoyed with me because I'll be sitting there, I'll be like, this is how it's gonna end. This is what happens next. And like I'm like, because it's just pattern seeking, all this other shit, right? But I'll sit there, watch the whole thing, and as I'm watching, all of a sudden go, wait, why are they in the subway? What? I don't even. I don't know. I was watching. People talk about like when reading. Sometimes I'll do that shit with movies. I'll just be like, wait, what's going on right now? I don't even know what the fuck.
It's like, what, like, huh? Well,
yeah.
Like I said, I feel like, and I don't know. I feel like it's just one of those things like your mind is always kind of like processing shit. So sometimes like you're like the other stuff, it's not to say that it doesn't stick, but it's not as important as maybe like other details that you might be taking in is kind of how I look at it. But I will also say we got another super chat here. This one from Man Eater says, been stuck in airports all fucking day. Hey fam, LOL. Look, you know, it's funny because I could hear her saying that. Like I could hear her like her frustration.
She damn near rented a car. Damn. They kept delaying it. I'm like, just rent it. You're probably gonna get here faster. But
without doxing, like how far of a drive is that?
About 4 hours. Yeah.
And the flight's like what, 2? Or an hour maybe?
But it's when the flight eventually gets to take off because it kept
getting
pushed. But I'm like, shit, you're gonna land here at midnight. If you just leave right now, you'll
get here same time.
10 o'clock. Yeah, exactly. We'll go get your luggage tomorrow. It's all good.
Man, that is that's weak. I hate airports.
It's been happening a lot. I don't know how many of y'all have been traveling a lot lately, but apparently it's a thing where the planes and shit have been like delayed and people have been missing flights. It's just a thing now. Like everybody's just, you know, because you know what? They know. It's just like if we, you know, later we're gonna talk about Mappa. We talk about layoffs and we can get all mad because we're gonna get mad this episode, right? Because the industry is garbage. But nobody's gonna stop playing video games. Nobody's gonna stop watching anime.
Nope.
Like, they know that, and the airlines know it. They're like,
"You gonna fly?
What are you gonna do? You gonna walk?
Yeah. Wait. You gonna take your ass like you know what? Have you ever like complained to someone in an industry where they know you have no place else to go and just looked at the look on their face? Because you can see it. Like, so you mean tell me
to refund these tickets?
Yeah.
We can refund these tickets. You don't need to fly if you don't need.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's a rent a car. Enterprise. Yeah, Enterprise right here. Yeah, you go and rent a car, make that 16-hour drive.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, drive 8, sleep, pay $200 at a hotel, drive another 8. You know what I mean? Hopefully you don't get murdered or something gets broken down. Yeah, you do you.
I mean, train could flip. I don't know. You never know. I mean,
I'm just
you know,
saying. I'm just saying.
You know, it's funny. I know it because I've done
Doctor. It. You know, Lost Doctor. This is what the airline knows. Lost Doctor moved from Jacksonville to Chicago, and he said, "I'm gonna get a bus." And I'm like, you know what? That's smart. And I thought to myself, I'm like, I should take the bus more often. Like that's. I mean, how much longer can it be? It took this man 3 days to Greyhound from Jacksonville, Florida to Chicago.
No,
Okay, man, bro. Hell.
no, I ain't trying to live like that.
And the airline's like, that's right, bitch.
Yeah,
Come here. We're gonna lose your luggage. You're gonna miss your connections. But you know damn well you're not taking 3-day Greyhound. You know.
Oh no, no, you are for real gonna sit here and look. You're gonna sit here. You're gonna take it, and you're gonna smile about it too. You're gonna smile about it.
Man was on the Oregon Trail,
right?
Saying, almost died of dysentery and everything.
I mean, but you know, it's crazy because yeah, when you think about it, we kind of live in this age where like you feel like maybe we should have more options, but we really don't. Like,
that's right.
like case in point, even though technically kind of a different thing, but like, have you ever gone to like a fast food place and the line is just taking like forever? And you just say, you know, man, fuck, I'm gonna go to this other fast food place.
Across the street.
Yeah, guess what? Same fucking line. And the same level of slow. And by the time you take the time to go over there, the place you had in line is already getting their order taken. So, you know, that's why a lot of times I just say, you are damned if you do, you are damned if you don't. And the sooner you accept that, the better off we all are.
YouTube noob, are you saying Mappa is like public transit? Actually, I would say Mappa is like the airlines, right? Because you're gonna take it. You're gonna take it.
Yeah.
And that's the shit that you want. That's the good shit, right? I would say not public transit, but like Greyhound. That is Skyrim released for the 27th time on whatever because it still will do the job. It'll entertain you.
Yeah.
But Mappa knows damn well. I guess I'm crossing streams here with gaming and anime, but the AAA knows damn well.
You gonna buy it.
You can go play Skyrim again.
Yeah. Look, they'll be like, I mean,
you know,
go ahead.
Damn.
Look,
look at that.
Dude, I just want to say, first off, wild. Just gotta say that.
20 gifted subs.
Right?
Damn.
Jesus Christ. Like look. Like, you know, here, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna hit the button. I'm just gonna hit the button to be done with it.
I can hear it now. I can hear it now.
See?
I like your setup. Like,
see? I've been learning things.
I've been
learning things. I made it way more complicated than it actually was. I made it way more. I realized that, voice meter actually just routes all sound. So if I just pick the thing that's routing,
that's it.
I was like, that's it. It's like when you've been staring at that picture for like 20 years, like hoping to see the sailboat in the mix of everything. And it's like finally one day after staring at it, eyes all bloodshot, you're like, oh shit, there it is. After all this time. But no, Gearless Mo out here with the $100 says it says Culture Thursday, get those likes up, incoming memberships, and then proceeds to just slap us upside the face with 20, like just hung 20 right around our necks. Man.
I mean, I really appreciate Gillis Motor for that one, because I never really thought is the gifted subs factored into my payment, or is Blerd like Mappa, and he's over here on crunch time. No, I'm playing.
I was sitting there like, damn,
where's it going with this?
It's like, I was like, wait a minute, wait, what? But no,
If you had gifted me those subs, Carter would never do that to me. No, I'm playing.
yeah.
Oh, goddamn,
Dude.
sick architect of sin out here, dude.
Bruh, dude, everybody is the gift that just keeps on, dude, what is going on here? What is happening?
Look at that.
What is
Look
going
at
on? I don't know. Oh, wait, we got a, do we have a third person here? Hold on, wait, we got a third person here. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Hold
I
up.
still work here. I still got my key card.
Wait, hold on. Let me rearrange some things so that way I can have you both and not like a. Okay, here we go. Now I'll be able to add you in here. Let's
Low tigre.
low fucking tigre. Okay,
Low
there
tiger.
we go. Wait.
No tiger.
Oh wait,
Oh,
that's not the right. Oh, actually, it's not even the correct one. So it was the wrong Discord. So,
Why you do that? Let's see. Pre-warning anybody. Go ahead and yep, you can download the Dragon's Dogma 2 character creator right now,
there it is.
and it'll save your character when the game finally drops. How many of y'all are gonna play Dragon's Dogma 2?
I am. Okay, let me rephrase.
FaceTV
I'm a-
might just get a DVD player. I'm saying, might get myself a VCR.
It's like wait. Do you have Do you have a computer to even do the stream?
Right?
Damn. Oh,
He ain't even got a computer to do the stream, man.
You know what I'm saying? You know?
Oh my god, it just
John
keeps
Hyde.
coming. Wait a minute.
That's what's up.
We got another one here. Look, we
Damn.
got a look. So I just want to make sure. We have this documented. So we had Gearless Mo with 20, Fang Architect Ascend coming in with 20. We got Don Heim coming in gifted 5. That's 45 gifted subs. Look, I'm telling y'all, y'all are
That's what's up.
God damn.
And
Y'all
I'm
are
writing
too
all
good.
that down, not for any particular reason.
not for he's this
Just writing them
motherfucker.
down.
He's like, no, don't worry about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't ask for receipts when you
Hey,
when
what's
you go out anywhere?
1/3 of $1.99? That's what I want to know.
He's like, what? Like, what the? Oh my god, this
I'm
motherfucker.
looking for my 33 cents. Hey, I saw my check.
My
It's
check
about
ain't
16
right.
cents shy. About
Hey.
16 cents light.
Oh my god, Here, I'm gonna put it down here.
So we not paying taxes because you're 33.
right.
Yeah, right.
If my math is correct, it's closer to 23, 22.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
After tax.
So, well,
Oh, you know?
he's like,
I really am.
Oh, okay. I just I gotta ask.
Are
for
you
the
zoomed
info.
in, or are you like right on top of your camera?
I'm
no,
just, like,
I
right.
actually
Oh,
have him.
okay.
I have him. Well, actually, I'm about to zoom.
I was about to say,
out.
then you got a good skin. What's it called? Skin.
Skincare routine?
Skin routine.
Yeah. You see.
You know, yeah, you know what I mean? I don't say it's all natural, but no.
Oh
It is. What do you
Lord.
mean?
It's, I gotta use the special cream, some
Oh,
concealer.
Yep,
You know what I'm
yep.
saying? Yeah, it's in text.
Look. So first off, I want to put some respect in your name, Cypher, because I feel like it needs to be done more often. For one.
What I do?
Oh no! I watched your Leon. I watched your Leon video.
Oh,
Your Leon S. Kennedy video. I watched it the other. Actually, I've watched a lot of them lately, but the ones you have put up. But I was like, dude, I always like seeing my people out here, like my friends, my family, the people I love, like out here just making cool stuff, because it makes me just go like, you know what it does? It makes me feel like Grizzly Adams. Yeah, like you see the Grizzly, like you see like he's out in the woods, and he just turns around, he's like,
Yeah.
that's like that's what it makes me feel like when I see what I was like, yeah.
yeah. You know what's crazy though? 'Cause, I was thinking that you were gonna do the Zach Galifianakis one, the gif when he turns around and goes like the slow gif. You know
Oh,
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. The algorithm is not agreeing, but I do appreciate it. That's the validation that I need.
What the algorithm say?
Fuck you, Cypher.
Oh, well,
Yeah, the algorithm, but see, the algorithm is like a whole anyway.
Yeah, the algorithm was
Yeah.
the algorithm been
It's-
homing because people been hitting me like, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I can't. It's Nerd Large. You're right. It is Robert Redford, but I wasn't gonna say anything. And the main reason why I wasn't gonna say anything is because I thought it was Zach Galifianakis, blah blah, like up until maybe a month ago. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
Wait, for real?
yeah, that's an old ass. Like he's
Yeah.
Grizzly Adams for real.
Yeah, Grizzly Adams, yeah.
Chris, I'm not no shade at all.
No.
I literally thought the same thing.
I thought the same thing. I thought we were talking about two completely different things.
Nah, it's Robert Redford.
Yeah.
This is one of the situations where I was like, fucking A, like,
Mhm.
you know what? I'm not even mad at you.
So we got
I wasn't gonna say anything. Only he brought it up, but I was like, nah.
Yeah,
I know
I
who
coulda
it is
swore-
now,
no.
but up until like 6 minutes ago, I didn't know. So
Dude, I would have legit, like, I would have, like, if it would came down, like, if I was on a Saw trap type thing, it's like, you will survive if you name who is this person. And I'm like, oh, Zach Galifianakis. Boom.
Easy.
There goes my left. Easy. Boom. Easy. Done. Cypher, you don't deserve to live. I'm like, fuck you. Nick.
But what?
Hey,
Nani?
before we get on track, because we're
Off
about to put
track.
this train on track and go. I
Yes.
just want to say real quick that
Thank
we
you,
got
bud.
a new channel in the Blerd Koa. Much like the Blerd Cave. If you have
Yes.
questions, questions for nerds of culture, there's the link right there. Should be on Twitch and YouTube. Drop your stuff in there. Of course, we would prefer super chats because I'm trying to get my bills paid. But
I thought I was gonna say trying to get my Dragon's dog ball.
you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You know there's a DLC. You know they're gonna get me for some microtransactions.
I'm
He's
gonna
like,
say
I
right
want the
now,
deluxe edition.
Nerds of Culture has been funding my gaming. I shit you not. Like, Final Fantasy is collecting dust thanks to the Nerds of Culture. Dragon Dogma and the Ronin game, Rise of Ronin. I'm gonna cop them on Friday. They're all gonna collect dust. You know what I mean? Because I'm taking my sweet ass time finishing this game. I just got done with Prince of Persia. Phenomenal, by the way. For those who like Metrovanias, I'm not looking at you,
2.5 hours for real.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, real quick, I do want to say because we got another super chat here. I also want to hit.
You're back. Sorry.
Oh, handy business, handy business. Yeah, handy business. He said there's a troll in the YouTube chat trying to get attention by shitting on Marvel shows. Wow, that's hashtag. I think I know who it is. Hashtag sad. That's all I can say is hashtag sad. I don't even know if they're still saying anything, but yeah, I've not been paying them any. I've actually been intentionally ignoring them. Like I just see their stuff and I'm just like, okay, someone clearly.
Somebody said like it's boring or some shit, right? Like,
Or some shit like that. I was like, yeah. Look, I wasn't even gonna go that far. I was just be like, okay, well, whatever. Also, we got. I saw another one in here. Darth Autisticus says, "Good luck getting 100,000 subscribers." Hey, we're working on it, so thank you. Thank you for that.
Name.
I like it. I like it.
Do you?
I like
I'm
it.
really hoping he's autistic.
I mean, you never know. I mean, maybe. It's like honestly. So full disclosure, I just kind of when I saw the name, I was like, yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't want to assume.
All I know,
Yeah.
if I'm ever diagnosed with autism, I'm yoinking that name, and I'm gonna tell everybody I made it up.
Yeah, 100%. I'll be like, no, this is me. Didn't come from anywhere. Didn't come from anywhere.
Oh wow, you.
I'll lie for you,
noticed.
like a
Never
true
noticed.
homie. I was like, yo, is it true? Like, yeah, I was there when he came up with it. I was so
My
impressed.
grandfather gave me that username.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you didn't know?
Yeah.
I thought I told you.
Respectful, how about that?
Grandpappy Robo, you know what I mean?
Anyway, we got Xylism here with the $5. Says, just got done watching that Freaknik documentary right before the stream started, and man.
Man.
Holy shit. So here's
I think I want to clip that. I want to clip it because obviously I'm just gonna go ahead on a limb and say there's some shit I probably can't show on Twitch there, but I'm gonna cut up the documentary and that'll be one of the things we watch on Leftface.
There you
whenever
go.
We start streaming back up.
So it's funny. I I'm discovering there's a lot of people that didn't know Freaknik was a thing. And I knew. Yeah, I've actually encountered some people that are like I've never heard of this. Not our age, but like younger people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
By the
Like
way, every time you say our age, I put myself in that group until Robo reminds me of his age. I was like, yeah, our age, because we like the same thing, and then Robo would be like,
whole ass generation.
I was like,
you're not even an elder millennial. You're smack dab in the middle.
I'm that millennial, right?
Low key young millennial.
Yo, right? For real. And every time, like, you know what I feel like? You know when like that younger cousin is hanging out with like all his older cousin, and he like, yes, I was too, guys. Like, shut up, bitch. You know what I mean?
You were 3. Calm the fuck down.
I was like,
this motherfucker.
I'm still a '90s baby.
To be fair, I do the same thing to my wife too. She goes, "Oh yeah, I was there. I listened to that music." I'm like, "Hold on, you were 4 when that album came out. Calm down, okay?"
if you weren't running with Run DMC, if you were meeting her at the altar, and you weren't there, you better shut up. Granted, I was like 5. Me had to go ahead, roll. Blerd.
We got let's see. New Money Baby says, "What up, Blerd? Robo, love the show. Hey, we appreciate you. It's Cypher. I don't think Cypher was here. Cypher wasn't here when this was sent. To be fair,
yeah.
I was about to say, it's like what? So for the extra $5, I get the shout out. $1.99 is just Robo and Blerd.
No. Look, there's only so many characters.
It's like, hey, you two, specifically you two. I love you guys.
This is so you just got a taste of what Carter gets sometimes. Where like sometimes some people are like, man, hey, Blerd, what's going on? And then Carter's just like, okay, so I ain't here, huh? Okay, yeah.
But the difference is it's even worse because Carter's on time when that happened. So it's like,
you know, hey, what episode is this?
Who is that? Who is that a spear at? I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, hold on. Just to be clear, hey, this is the last warning shot I'm gonna shoot. What episode is this?
17,
right? For 17 episodes, I've been nothing but kind, diplomatic, and Ro was just been throwing jabs. When I start dropping heat and the dislike ratio started going up, I want to hear shit.
He's like, oh, you all thought Sweet Baby Inc. videos were bad.
Woo! He's like, nah.
Wait.
He's like, look, man. He's like, I'm about to clown yo ass.
So, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. It's gonna, we have a mutual that used to do that. That used to go on chats and be like, hey, by the way, have this motherfucker ever done this to you? Talking about Robo. I'm like, nah, what happened? And it was me not knowing that it was shade. I don't want to say their name, but. Every time I'll be texting her like, "What you do now?" Like, I don't fucking know, bro. I'll text you who it was, but I'm just saying, I understand now. I'm coming for that. I'm coming for that ass, bro.
He's like, nah, I got to get you. It's like I
got a few in the chamber too. It's like, ooh, way into.
It's all good, Jerome, because you know how it is. We've been live for 33 minutes and we haven't even got.
I was gonna say. Speaking of,
I've been live for like 5 minutes.
So, well, to be fair, you know, it's good that you're here, and I'm glad we waited because we had some stuff that's popped up, and some things that I personally felt were of interest. You know, just my my own personal feeling there. We got some trailers that hit, some stuff that I'm actually quite excited for. I don't know about anybody else, but let's see here. Let's go to our assets, our show assets. And
oh man, look at somebody put a lot of work into. That's dope.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, dude, look at that, man. Somebody was putting in, man, putting in. So
you're welcome.
Let's go ahead and start off with our one of our first things, and it's that, and this is going to be kind of indicative. This is going to be very indicative, actually, of the entire show overall, just in terms of. Oh, wait! God damn. Get that out of there. My bad. I apologize. Y'all can hear. They can't hear. No. It was doing this thing where it was wanting me to verify some shit, and I was like, I don't want to. I just want to mute the video. I was like, I don't care. I just want to mute the video. Can I please actually speak of the devil again? I want to mute the
You ever had a
video.
loud ass ad on a website scare the fuck out of you because you couldn't tell where it was coming from?
Yeah, no, I have
It's
had
not
that happen
Larian?
before.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
100% had that happen before.
Yeah, usually it only happens to me during like the adult entertainment websites. Well,
Yeah, oh,
'cause hey, I'm being very coy about it. Like, because they usually open something in a different tab.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And then that's when you're like, oh,
It's like this
that's what
guy.
that is.
This guy. Well, the good news is we
Hello?
got the head of Larian Studio. For those not familiar, Larian is the studio behind Baldur's Gate 3, as well as the Divinity Original Sin franchise. Fantastic games all the way around. Not a bad game between them. But something came up and it got me thinking, because we've been talking about this a lot lately with just in terms of the entertainment industry, how the things that we love don't love the people who made them. They don't love the people who made them. It's a fact of life. We just have to accept it and go with God from there, or whatever other deity or whatever you choose.
I like Zeus. and
You like?
Shiva.
Oh, you like Zeus? You're a Zeus guy. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool,
you
cool.
know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know.
There we
like,
go.
you know.
I'm making I'm giving Robo parody with the rest of us here on this.
Right.
So we've got the CEO of Larian was recently discussing the future of Larian and Baldur's Gate. Whether they're going to be making Baldur's Gate 3 DLC or whether or not they're going to be making a Baldur's Gate 4. And the news will probably break some hearts, but let's go ahead and share it. And we'll go here. Let's see.
Baldur's Gate will always have a heart, warm spot in our hearts. We'll forever be proud of it, but we're not going to continue it. We're not going to make new expansions, which everybody's expecting us to do. We're not going to make Baldur's Gate 4, which everybody's expecting us to do. We're going to move on. We're going to move away from D&D, and we're going to start making a new thing. I'm saying it here because I'm a forum, and we get bombarded by people that expect us to do these things, but that's not for us. It's going to be up to the Wizards of the Coast, because it's their IP to find somebody to take over the torch, to think we did our job. And so for us, it's time to get a new puppy.
There you go. You heard it there. So if none of that was clear, which I feel like it should be, there's not going to be a Baldur's Gate 3 DLC. There's not going to be a Baldur's Gate 4, at least not by Larian.
So somebody else is gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, somebody else got to come in and fuck it up.
With regard to Baldur's Gate 3, though,
Mhm.
I think I'm okay.
Oh,
Because they
yeah.
already set the stage, right? I mean, you've seen fan DLCs. Sometimes fans do it better when you look at the modding community. I'm okay with that. The thing that actually makes me the most sad is a Baldur's Gate 4. That's going to be a whole different team, and it's going to be like, look, just don't lower your expectations a bit, you know?
Well,
So, hey,
oh,
hold
go
on.
ahead. Go ahead.
That might be a blessing in disguise, right? Because it's been known that sometimes when companies when creative directors or teams leave an IP, somebody fucks it up and they come back and they make something completely better just to fix the IP. It happened with FromSoft. They make Dark Souls 1. Miyazaki moved away from the project. They make Dark Souls 2. He was like, oh, hell no. Let me fix my shit. Same thing with Devil May Cry. Same thing with, you know what I mean? Like, shit. Or when that doesn't happen, they make spiritual successors. You know what I mean? The creator of Castlevania Symphony of the Night did a Kickstarter, and he did Bloodstain, Ritual of the Moon, which was amazing. So it might be a blessing in disguise. Just throwing it out there. So if somebody
But
fucks it up,
out of all those examples, though, has any of them been peak level gaming, and then somebody else came in and it got even more peak?
so for Dark Souls, yes. For Dark Souls, because Dark Souls 2, from 2 to 3, major upgrade, and then it gave in the
So Dark Souls 2 was peak gaming?
no, it was trash. Oh, that's what you meant. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry. I meant
yeah.
afterward,
He's talking about-
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's like
Baldur's
somebody
Gate
coming.
3 is game of the year, best, badass.
Yeah.
Like you can't. It's gonna be hard to beat that. That's the part
No.
where when you change the team, you get nervous.
And that's what I'm saying though. So the next thing that comes and fucks it up, it might motivate the
Yeah.
the previous motherfuckers to be like,
Hey, look,
don't touch my shit.
Yeah.
9 to 11 years, we're gonna get some dope ass game because in 5 years, someone's gonna fuck it up. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
But hey, but that's how. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Blerd.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, real quick, I was gonna hit the super chat before it goes away. Gokon sure his baby's father with the $2 says at the gym with y'all playing in the background. Hey, that right there is dedication right there. I likes that. And I will say there's some stuff going on in the chat that is very indicative. Very indicative of what I was going to say about the statement. With was it Emmanuel CR says Wizards of the Coast is more worried about becoming a second Disney. And so to kind of speak on that, so Larian, for those who don't know, Larian had to bid to get the Baldur's Gate 3 IP to make the game. And Wizards of the Coast, I presume Hasbro probably put some more money behind that game so they can make it the best it could possibly be. Because if anyone's never played the Divinity Original Sin games, if you ever play Baldur's Gate 3 and go, man, I'm gonna go back and play a Divinity Original Sin, 1 and 2, see what that's like. They are a lot more low tech and not as not to say they're not polished. They're very good games, but they don't have all of the bells and whistles that Baldur's Gate 3 has. Like, you're not going to get cutscenes all the time. You're not going to be getting zoom ins on character models all the time. You're not even going to see characters' mouths moving when they talk. That's because they just don't put that kind of emphasis on it. It's all about the gameplay. And the problem is, once this game came out, Hasbro, who, if I'm not mistaken, they own Wizards of the Coast, and basically they started cutting jobs. Wizards of the Coast, pretty much everybody who worked on Baldur's Gate 3 got fired. And this is a game that's made tons of money, and all these people were fired. And I don't mean oh, well, of course they got fired. The game's over. What else are they gonna do? No, I mean they got fired, period. No more job at the company at all.
Turning your key card type shit.
Right. But that's one of those situations. I think that actually probably has more to do with Larian's decision, probably more than anything else, because if you remember when that news came out, same CEO was not happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it might have poisoned the well for it may not. I'm not saying it's the only reason, but I feel like that probably did not help matters.
Well, when you look at what he recently in Elite X1 shared earlier in the Discord, the statements that he's been making on the gaming industry as a whole, you're probably not far off. You're probably closer than anybody's willing to give credit for, because the video game industry has been complete doo-doo water. And when we get to that point of the show, because I know we're still going to talk about some games that are coming out, shit like that. But do you have that quote up? Because we might as well just put it up now. We're talking about Larian, because he went in on him. What's his face? He didn't have a video up, right? He just kind of went in. He goes, here's right here. It's always quarterly profits to continue. The only thing that matters are the numbers. And then you fire everybody, and then next year you say, shit, I'm out of developers. And then you start hiring people again, and then you do acquisitions, and then you put them in the same loop, and it's just broken. And you don't have to. You can make reserves, just slow down a bit, slow down on greed, be resilient, take care of the people. Don't lose the institutional knowledge that's been built up in the people you lose every single time. So you have to go through the same cycle over and over. And over.
Yeah.
It really pisses me off. So Venki, if that's how you pronounce his name,
I think that's it.
Has has no love for the gaming industry.
No.
And time again, this is what we see in we see these in products, and I think it becomes almost easier to see in products that aren't necessities than products that are, right? Because we can look at the insulin, right? We can look at insulin prices and how that goes, and it's super easy to go, okay, wow, pharmaceutical companies are garbage. Why is there so much money, et cetera, et cetera? But then they kind of adjust them, and the government gets involved, and yada yada yada, and bills are passed. But where you really start seeing the nastiness is in the arts, because you're not going to have anybody from the government, writing bills to protect the arts. And why are these layoffs happening? Because they don't give a fuck about the art. It's, okay, that game is done. I've made my $2 billion. I don't want to lose that. So you guys are now fired. That way we bring down the freaking overhead, and I get to buy my third yacht. And when it's time to make another game, I'll hire more people then. Why would I keep on people and keep paying people if we're not making a game?
Can I ask you
that's how you take care of people.
Do you think that's ever going to change though? Because this problem is, I mean, it's obviously not new, man. I mean, this is EA was notorious for acquiring studios and shutting them down immediately, right? Microsoft, people don't talk about it enough, but Microsoft, they don't shut them down, but they also don't do shit with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember this was a huge controversy back in the day when Microsoft bought Rare, and Rare at the time was dominating the gaming industry, right? So they got rid, but what they didn't dissolve Rare, but they got rid of everybody from the top down, and then they hired new people to make Sea of Thieves, right? That's literally all, or in Connect games, right? But this is not like when you talk about the art, right? Because Rare made Donkey Kong Country, Banjo-Kazooie, Perfect Dark. They did the GoldenEye game. I mean, back in the day, these were all.
They also helped with Killer Instinct, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think they did do Killer Instinct. You know what I mean?
It was like they didn't do it by themselves, but it was like in partnership with Midway.
Yeah, exactly. So I think the partnership came with Killer Instinct Gold, but don't quote me. With that being said, though, right? People were hype that Microsoft acquired Rare, right? And then they did nothing with them. Like, and then they just fired people. And then after that, that's when people started talking more and more about all these companies. You know what I mean? Look, talk about EA and all the great studios that EA just been decapitating, right? Matter of fact, when EA got Respawn, everybody was like, "Well, there goes Respawn." Everybody, you know, make your.
They're
peace
still
now.
saying there goes Respawn.
The only reason why Respawn is still alive, it's not even because of Apex. It's because they told Respawn, "Hey, go make that Star Wars game." And they sent that game out to fail, and the game actually turned out to be decent. And when I say decent, it's because it was EA, and everybody was so genuinely surprised, like, oh, EA made a competent single-player game, because they were saying, like, look, there's no... EA threw that game out so they can prove that there's no money in single-player games. So, personally, I think you think that part of the industry is ever going to change. Because I doubt it, man.
I don't think it is.
I think it is, and here's why. Because I'm a hopeless romantic and an optimist. It's why I'm a socialist and not a nihilist. Eventually, the labor movement, like what we've seen with this past summer's Writers Guild strikes, the union strikes, the auto workers strikes, it's gonna come down to the the workers striking. They're gonna have to just stand up for themselves. Yep. And we're seeing it right now with IGN. IGN just laid off 3 people, and they're trying to say that it happened before the Creators Guild was acknowledged. And the Creators Guild is not having it. And they're calling them out. Look, where's the economic stress? Are we in a downturn? Is there a loss of money somewhere? I'm like, no, we just want more. So going to Don Heim's comment, shareholders being the fiduciary obligation is a problem. I agree with that. But the only thing about that is that fiduciary obligation only is applicable in terms of is not doing things purposefully to lose money, right? Like it would be illegal if you said, you know what, I want to pay everybody $500 an hour. You know what I mean? Because we're billionaires, let's do it. Well, no, because then stocks would drop and all that shit. Okay, I got it, right? But there's no obligation to lay off people. There's no obligation to fire people, especially when you're not in a downturn, especially when you're not in a depression or something. These are things that they're doing on purpose, not just for shareholders, but for them damn selves.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
But
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. Every corporate evil can always be traced back to, I would actually say, what is it? Fiduciary responsibility to shareholders. You can almost always, like, because I will definitely say that is usually the case. Like, if you, like, 90% of the time, I'd say that's the case. Shareholder responsibility, fiduciary responsibility to shareholders. But no, you are, but I also do believe two things to be true at the same time. They are also protecting their own asses as well. They have a fiduciary responsibility to their shareholders, and they also have a fiduciary responsibility to that second house in the Hamptons, as well as the ski lodge that they got up in the mountains, as well as the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th yacht in Hawaii. So yeah, it's a lot of that too. And also, I want to say real quick, because Cypher, this is actually pertaining to you. New Money Baby did say my bad. So
you know what? I appreciate it. I'm not even salty anymore. Thank you.
You got your own. You got your own. They did a they did a super chat just for you.
No, I appreciate it, because I was about to do an apology video. Like, look, man, New Money. Like, I don't know what I did in the past streams that I
Wait,
offended you. You know
no,
what I
no.
mean?
See, we need Respawn to play the apology music for you.
I know.
So
Jeez, to be singing in the background. You know.
well, yeah, all of a sudden you start hearing like some Sarah McLachlan playing, just like you gotta play the sad dog music is what you gotta do. Sad dog and cat music.
From one like per video, you can help this struggling YouTuber to achieve his dreams.
Actually, you know, that's how we're gonna start. That's how I'm gonna start asking for likes.
That's a skit. Hold on, let me write this down.
Yeah, go ahead.
What I do know is I hope you got some warm tea. I hope you did some tea and honey, and your singing vocals are ready, because two 1999s back to back.
Ooh, well, let's go here. Wait, let me get a sip. Hold on.
Me.
That's how
Okay, let's do it. We got Gabriel the Dark Knight with a 1999 super chat. Says, happy Friday, Junior, Blerd, Robo, Cypher. Enjoying the show while catching up on some work. Keep up the great work. Hey, you make sure you don't work too hard. No, Friday Junior. Happy Friday, Junior.
Ah, got it.
Because it's Thursday. Happy Friday,
Yes,
Junior.
sir.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm learning something new.
Who the fuck is Junior?
He's like, wait a minute.
I don't know no Junior. Hold on. No.
I was like, wait, Junior. I mean, I'm a third personally, but yeah.
I never. I don't know this woman. I don't know what
It's like, wait a minute. No, we also got a $5 from Don Hype. Says, Robo, your gift to sub money went to shareholder value. Sorry.
Sure did. all 13 cents gone.
It's like, sorry, bruh. Is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Wait, times are lean. Know what I mean? We got another one here from Gearless Mo with the 1999 super chat. Says, the narrative here is that the same thing happens over and over again. Then those leads go to new companies or start new ones. What we're seeing now is gaming wash, rinse, repeat in a new market. And that's also another problem, because, wasn't they always say shit rolls downhill? Mm-hmm. And what I fear, I don't think it's going to happen in every case, but I do feel like in some of the cases where, like, the devs say, you know what, we're just going to go make our own company. And then what winds up happening is that company turns into the previous company and winds up having to do the same practices, because that's just how the company works. But you run into studios like Larian, who try to make sure that, as far as I'm aware, I've heard nothing but good, but they try to make sure that their team is paid, the people working on the game are getting their checks, Matter of fact, Sven said not too long ago that when people were asking him about, oh, when's Baldur's Gate 3 going to be on Game Pass? And he was very much like, if it's up to me, never. Because he said, we gave you a full price game. And and also, you know what? It actually makes me think. I wonder sometimes, and once again, you kind of like what y'all said earlier, motherfuckers ain't gonna stop playing video games to save their favorite hobby. But right. I do wonder sometimes, because I've heard people say this in the past. I wonder if services like Game Pass, PlayStation Plus, I wonder if those services actually do more harm than good, especially Game Pass, because Game Pass just gives the whole store away damn near. And it makes me wonder, because I know so many people that don't buy games anymore. They just wait for it to come out on Game Pass. And
No, okay, so I have two answers, right? The Game Pass most definitely fucking is hurting not just the consumers, but actually just the consumers, because a lot of these games that coming on Game Pass, especially like the exclusive AAA games, have been coming out riddled with bugs. I mean, Redfall, Starfield. The only one that was good was Hi-Fi Rush, and that was a shadow drop. The budget for that one was low, comparatively speaking. I'm worried about Fable. I'm worried about Hellblade. Hell, my Game Pass shit expired, and I haven't renewed it because there's nothing there that caught my attention. Now with the PlayStation side, but the only reason why it's not as detrimental because PlayStation doesn't drop all their shit there.
True.
When they release, right? But the problem is that, and here's me as a consumer. This is just me. I don't know if anybody can relate. I stopped buying. Like I used to buy games that even buy them full price if I was just curious about them, right? But then I stopped doing that shit because, like, when I buy them weeks later, they pop up on the PlayStation Store. I'm only buying the ones that like I want to play on day one, right? I didn't buy Returnal. Deathloop was free. I mean, and I enjoy these two particular games, but a lot of these games that I'm like, Ghostwire Tokyo, another time exclusive that I wanted to play, but I wasn't that interested in it, came out free on the PlayStation. Granted, it was like a year or months later.
Yeah,
but
it was a year.
Those games that I don't, for those games that I don't really care about, I just waited. You know what I mean? So to me, I feel like Sony eventually that's gonna start catching up to them because people is like, why should I buy any of the Spider-Mans if I know Spider-Man 2 is gonna come out in a couple months, right?
No, I forgot Rare did Time Splitters.
They did Time Splitters.
Yeah. Tremonic Trav brought it up. I forgot about that.
And that shit has been people been asking for a new Time Splitter for like 22 years now.
Yeah. Oh no, and we'll never get it. So I'm not even asking for it anymore.
Hell, we were supposed to get a Perfect Dark sequel since the Xbox 360 days.
I'm good. I'm not holding my breath for that. Chi-Town Dan the Nice Skin King says you forgot their responsibility to that French model. I mean, hey, look, cheeks ain't cheap, okay? Cheeks ain't cheap.
Hey, here's the thing. Hold on. It's also 2024. Are we sure it's a French model? Because in my head, it's just some Latina.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
No, because in my head, it's some Latina shorty, right? Fresh out of Instagram. I feel like the French model thing died out in the 90s.
I mean,
yeah, that's true.
She could still be French on Instagram.
But the demand is not there like it was before. Like I remember, like the 90s, like, oh, she's French. Now it's like big booty Latina.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, look. I'd rather have a big booty Latina that I have a fiduciary responsibility to than a French model. So I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm just saying because I feel like that would be a better time. But Elias once said I played Power World on here. I forgot here. Let me also honey, if you're listening at soccer practice with our daughter,
JK.
You know what time. JK. I didn't mean any of it.
Matter of fact, Latinos.
Yeah. It's funny. It'll be like JK, but I was actually down. I was J Kane about the J Kane, right? Like me, right? You know me. Like I just didn't want to put my business out there for the interweb. That's between you and me and Maria. How you know her name already? Don't worry about that.
Hey, don't. Look, let me tell you something. I didn't say that. Blerd Without Fear only allegedly said that. Only allegedly. But no, I also see, YTube Noob also, because I played this, so I know 100% this is facts. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, for all the bugs they had on release. Yeah, that game was a hot, buggy mess. Okay, first off, we live in the industry has a ton of problems. It has a ton of problems, and I'm gonna tell you right now, crunch is one of them, because that's how you wind up with so many bugs. But one thing I think is also I kind of want to get back to what you mentioned earlier with IGN, and I actually have it right here in front of me. Actually, I actually saw Rational National do this, and I started thinking to myself, I was like, man, why do he's got his shit all like zoomed in like that? And I was like, you know what? Now that I've done it myself, I'm a fan. I'm actually a fan. I actually like my Twitter zoomed in, all nice and good. Remember, we're zooming in a little bit more just because I like it like that. But no,
I like it like that.
Right here.
He stole that from me, so.
I
National got that from me.
you ain't look. You ain't wrong. Most likely, you are probably 110 million% correct. I'm actually gonna put this up here because it looks cool, like up here. I like that. So here's the thing. IGN Creators Guild, they put this up. It says, recently, IGN management shocked us by laying off 3 of our union members in yet another company reorg. We are currently in emergency negotiations attempting to protect their livelihoods. Here's where we sit and how you can help. Okay, so
there it is.
I was really okay. So full disclosure, we were actually talking about this yesterday. Robo and I, it just kind of came up while we were playing Helldivers, and I remember when this news broke, when he asked me if I had heard anything about this, the first thing that popped in my head is that a friend of mine who works at IGN was the first person I thought about. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, she was not the one that was let go. For those, if you watch any of the IGN videos, you've probably seen her. Parallax Stella, she does a lot of the video on-camera content for IGN. She's a friend of mine. We used to play D&D together. She's a good person. I love her to death. She's a freaking sweetheart. But that was like the type of thing, like just to kind of show you like where my head was at when I started hearing, oh, they've just been firing people at IGN. I was like. I said, please don't be Stella. I was like, please don't be Stella. But yeah, thankfully, and it's still sad because, other people did get fired. I'm glad it's not her. But I want to put that on. I want to make sure I put this in here. But 3 people were let go unceremoniously. And if I remember correctly, Robo, correct me if I'm wrong, there was no indication of why. Yeah, there was no cause. Yep. Okay, so yeah, no cause whatsoever. I want to read this. I'm gonna try and summarize as much of this statement as humanly possible because it is long. But or at the very least, I'll try and be quick. On March 7th, 2024, IGN management, which by the way, you can't spell ignorant without IGN. Because of the things that they do sometimes, but IGN management blindsided yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they were blindsided the IGN Creators Guild with 3 layoffs. This decision was made despite the fact the company is in no economic distress and without consulting the union. The decision shocked us, given in the fact the company voluntarily reorganized our guild. The company is claiming that these decisions were made prior to our recognition, failing to approach us prior to the layoffs, and instead only choosing to bargain over the effects of said layoffs is a massive breach of trust between union employees and management. That erosion of trust is only furthered by the fact that there are currently 7 open positions at the company, and our 3 colleagues could be slotted into many of them. There were plenty of alternative options to utilize the abundance of resources between these 3 team members. This layoff was a choice, not a need. And honestly, I don't really feel any of the rest of it even needs to be said, because at that point, that is pretty much where you lost me. That is pretty much where you lost me right there. When you say, and I quote, that there were and still are currently 7 open positions at the company that all 3 people were qualified for. That tells me that this had nothing to do with job performance. I don't think it's had anything to do with job performance or with anything economic related.
They would have named as much. They would have stayed
right.
As much.
Oh yeah, that would have been the first sentence. These people suck at their job. That's why we let them go.
But here's the thing. Even if that was the case, it's still what they're highlighting is that when you have the IGN Creators Guild, and them calling it a guild is a little weird because there's differences between a guild and a union. But right there, it says a massive breach of trust between union employees. So I'm thinking maybe they operate as a guild and a union, right?
Yeah,
so
maybe the guild is just a name. Like maybe just a flavorful name.
I was gonna say it's probably because it's IGN and they want to keep it on brand, gaming wise, or
maybe.
But here's the thing: is you don't just fire people without going through the union. You don't fire them without negotiating. Okay, here's how they're going to be let go. Here's their severance. Right. This is a process that they said, okay, cool. We got a union now. And first thing we're going to do now that you guys are in a union is fire 3 people and not even tell you why, not even consult with you guys. They're just gone. Not put them in one of the 7 open spots. Because maybe there is a reason. Maybe they suck. Who knows? It's kind of irrelevant, the reason, because the point is that the union doesn't know.
Right.
And so if this sort of thing happens, this is why I believe that I don't think this is going to happen very much longer. I know that these aren't video game developers. This is video game journalism, but this is really part and parcel for the video game industry, whether we're talking about journalism, developers, whatever, publishers. And it's like, I don't know that we're going to always see it continue down this road because like we saw last year during the summer, people are done, man. People are about had it. And we're going to start seeing Starbucks has a successful union movement.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They've been trying like Starbucks, Amazon, they've all been like trying to make that shit happen for a long time. Eventually the cracks are gonna allow for them to make it happen. Like eventually it will happen.
That's right.
Y2 News says, blur without fear, keep in mind that some of these statements are made to signal to investors. I mean, I would totally believe that. For me though, I feel like you have to reach as many as humanly possible. I feel like you have to, because honestly, I feel like maybe at some point in time, your shareholders, your investors, because here's the thing, people don't, let's just keep it a buck. No one really gives a damn when they're in those corporate positions of power until you start fucking with their money.
1000%. That's a cheat code right there.
Yeah, you got to make like fucking with a company's money is the infinite money glitch, because you will forever get what you want. If you can start making their money funny, because I'm gonna tell you right now, what was it? I think we talked about this a while ago. Just in regards to past instances of people either being canceled or being let go from positions within companies, or actresses being removed from projects. Because here's what people look at. Case in point, Gina Carano, prime example. Because I remember when everybody was saying that, Disney fired Bo DeMaio over colorism comments about Sunspot on X-Men 97. That's probably why he got fired. No, that was not why he got fired. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Gina Carano said all kind of racist and problematic shit about black people and didn't get fired. She spread all kind of crazy crackpot COVID conspiracy theories. They did not fire her. It wasn't.
Shit too.
Yeah, it wasn't until, she said a lot of disparaging stuff about the LGBTQIA plus community. It wasn't until she said it was a conglomeration of things. And I'm not trying to, and I realize when I say it's going to make me sound like conspiracy brother, but when she said something anti-Semitic, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. because now you are alienating multiple avenues where money is coming from. You are disparaging the black dollar, you're disparaging the LGBTQIA plus dollar, and now you're disparaging the Jewish dollar. You cannot mess with a company's money on that kind of a level and expect to keep your job. So
once you start affecting the ads.
Yeah.
Advertisers, people are starting to boycott your shit.
Yep.
We're starting that's when you're gonna start seeing shit go down.
Oh yeah. And make no mistake. If the investors start going, oh wow, y'all just firing motherfuckers? Man, that ain't a good look. I might need to pull this money. Yeah, I might need to pull this money. Yeah, that I guarantee you will see IGN releasing statements like, well, we don't know what happened, and we've reached out to all parties. Yeah.
We're not doing that, Warren. We're not doing that.
Nah, it's be like, well, actually,
you know what's crazy? I remember like the exact time like the switch happens when people like when actors, celebrity will say some problematic shit. And people like were canceling them, and people like, oh, that's not gonna work. Watch this movie still make money, and then motherfuckers actually were fucking, boycotting the shit. Will actually stop going and supporting certain shit. Because I remember, like, for example, like I think this was like the last one where people even defended like that boycott was not gonna yield any results. Was with the Ezra Miller Flash, because they were saying like, oh, the boycott actually helped the movies reviews and all this shit, blah blah blah. People are gonna go see it, and then nobody wants to see that shit. Nobody supported that shit. So it's interesting to see because you hear the whole shit like go woke and go broke or canceling doesn't really work. It's just publicity. But motherfucker will start supporting your shit. So much so that every time I see like a new actor, whatever, like on a movie that I like, I'd be like, please don't fuck this. This is a good thing you got going on. Don't fuck it up. I felt that way about that Hector Huerta from
from Wakanda Forever. Yeah.
And I was like, that's our dude. We're good, man.
We still ain't heard nothing else about that. Shit.
and he might have been he probably got shadow dropped. Like this. Well, no. Pull him in that back room. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Not in regards to that, but like I remember he got in trouble shortly after he was announced to be Namor Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Because someone went back and found an old tweet of his that came off very homophobic. But like later on, someone else came back because it was in Spanish. So there were other people who came back and said, well, actually, like in the context of what was going on, it was not, he wasn't serious. And it was like, oh, okay. So that was bullet dodge there. And then the allegations came out and it was like, oh, okay, well, man, dude, this sounds kind of bad. And it was like, oh, then no one said anything about it for like a month. And it was like, oh, well, I guess it ain't true. And then all of a sudden that like it took a while for everyone to get their news out of south of the border. And then once that news made it up, they're like, oh, wait a minute, he out here like this?
Like pictures coming in, this just in.
By the way, hey, I got a PSA for everybody who's not familiar with the Latinx community, right? And I'm saying this because I used to be guilty of this one, when I was younger and problematic. If they say something, no, never you. And of course, I learned from you, right?
This guy.
If they say something, right, and even in the context of whatever's going on, and like, oh, that's homophobic. Like, well, the context is not that. No, the roots of it is still homophobic. It's just in the context, the homophobia wasn't the first thing on their mind when they say whatever slang, conversation, just throwing it out there, right? Because a lot of people like to use that for like when it comes out to Spanish, like, oh, because different culture, whatever. Like, because right now
the culture is homophobic. Yeah, no, we get it.
Homophobic and racist. You know what I mean? Because right now a lot of like Latinos are losing their shit because they're getting called out for saying chinito. Chinito, like it's what they call all Asian person.
Chinito, yeah.
Yeah. Chinito means small Chinese, right? That's what like directly translate. But that's what they call all Asians. And I used to do that shit too. And people are like, no, it's Asiatico. Like, oh, but that's the language. We don't mean no racism. It's like, no, racism is not the first thing that comes to your mind.
Right.
But yeah, just throwing that out there. Don't. Yeah. It's okay to call out context or no context. The shit is rooted in XYZ. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no. And I 1,000% agree with you. Like, I don't know if what he said, like that's why, like when that shit happened, I was kind of like, I was like, you know what? I'm not a native Spanish speaker. I wasn't there, so I'm not gonna sit here trying to pretend that he's either right or wrong, whatever. But I was like, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, was not a good look. It look. Here's the thing, and this is my PSA to anyone working for Disney. It's hard to get that Disney money, okay?
It's hard to keep it.
It's hard to keep it. And like, especially for a person like Gina Carano, because like, look, that's Star Wars. You will forever be getting money off that, because Star Wars ain't going nowhere. Motherfuckers still getting money off them damn toys. Toy sales, the 20, 30, 40th anniversary, this, that, and everything else. Look,
Didn't Darth Vader say that he still he gets like a ridiculous amount of money still? James Earl Jones.
Yeah, he's still getting checks.
For Mufasa and Darth Vader, he's like, yeah, I never had to do anything else in my life. I'm good.
Look, let me tell you something. That's basically Donnell.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
that's basically Darnell on Chappelle's show. He's like, man, look, I got enough money to last me and my family the rest of our life. I'm rich, bitch. That's what you say when you get the Disney bag.
Yeah,
that's what you say.
His voice, always. I am rich. I can't do it.
But shout out to Paris Yule, says with the $10 super chat, says busy today, but I wanted to drop in some love. Says the culture was out there represented during GalaxyCon Richmond. See, I love to see that. I love seeing it. I like, nothing makes me happier than when I go to a convention, especially like when I'm here in Memphis. We have our Memphis Comics Expo, and last year when I went, it was so good to see. Like, I saw so many of us out here, black, brown, just everybody out here just doing their thing. I saw people dressing up as Ghostbusters, their favorite Avengers, Justice League, their favorite X-Men, their favorite anime characters. I can't tell you how many Akatsuki I saw walking around. I can't tell you how many Zabuzas and Kakashi Senseis and Tanjiros and Jujutsu Kaisen looking motherfuckers walking around out here. It does my heart so good to see that, because I didn't have that as a kid. And I love seeing that the youth, the people, the kids coming up today, they get to have that. So, like, I'm not gonna be one of those old haters. Like, back in my, we didn't get to have so many back. No, I'm happy, because that means the shit's growing.
I hate those motherfuckers. Like,
oh no, I can't stand them.
Now it's cool, but back in the day, I'm like, bro, you weren't cool then, you're not cool now. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Right? No. You know what it is? It ain't. Women wasn't fucking with you because you was a nerd. They wasn't fucking with you because you was some trash. Is what that was.
I'm gonna say some shit that might get me in trouble. Apologize.
Wait a minute.
What was apology tour coming soon?
I just want to say I'm sorry, because
wait.
Shit.
Before you say it.
Danger.
Go ahead. Now, go off.
I need that JPEG. I need that JPEG, by the way.
So here's all I'll say is, man, I've been reading comic books. I mean, not like super hardcore like Blerd and Judah and them, but comic books have been a part of my life since I was a kid. Played video games my whole life, nonstop. Never fell off about video games my whole life. When people say it's cool to be a nerd, let me tell y'all something I never really did until recently. When I say recently, I want to say like 37, right? So I'm 43 now. So like started getting back into comic books, buying comic books, 37, 38. So about 6 years ago. And I started, you know what? I'm going to go to a Comic-Con.
Different type.
I never been. I'm like, yeah, Comic-Con? Yes, I'm going to go. Fucking finally. You know what I mean? And let me tell you all something. No judgment.
I got a story.
I don't have a story. This is an observation. Some of y'all nerds still aren't cool, and that's okay. Not everybody has to be cool. But it's like I'm looking around and I'm smelling the BO and I'm just like, this is this is like what Revenge of the Nerds, right, was based on. Like, y'all still exist, okay? Like,
no, they still exist.
Yo, let me tell you. So when me and my fiance moved in, we were in Oklahoma, right? And she used to do this whole thing, right? Still does, like, oh, my sexy nerd, I love nerds. You're so nerdy, I love it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, cool.
You don't love nerds, you love me.
Yeah. I used to tell her that, and she's like, no, I love your nerdy side, all that shit, right? So the Dragon Ball movie, Dragon Ball Broly movie, was gonna be released in theaters, and I'm like, hey, I want to go. You want to come? She's like, yeah. We got T-shirts and all that shit, right? I remember on the way there, I told her, hey, by the way, before you start making funny faces, you're gonna see a different type of nerd. And she was like, what? And she was like, oh, there you go. With judgmental, like, no, you're gonna see a different. And then we sit there, we got early. We're like in this, we're sitting in the seats, and she's watching people come in. I'm looking at her reaction, and then the whiffs and shit. And I'm like, yeah, this is the real. This is the real. And she was like, hey, it was like eyes open and shit. And she goes like, oh, I'm so glad you're not like that. I'm like, come on, you move
because typically what people are talking about when they say nerd, when they think of like the stereotype, they're talking about, and this is why I think it's kind of, okay, I guess I was kind of making fun, but it's actually, I feel bad when if you really think about it, because we're talking about people with like poor social skills, maybe for whatever reason, maybe mental health stuff, whatever. And it's people who don't interact with other people well. Now, I like Dungeons and Dragons. I could play fucking video games for 12 hours straight, but it's not because of antisocial skills. Other people can go play Dungeons and Dragons 12 hours straight or whatever. And it's because of something, maybe, they could be on the spectrum, or, neurodivergent, or whatever the fuck may be. And it's those people that are being clowned in Revenge of the Nerds. And somebody didn't tell them, like, bro, you don't have to be cool. You can shower though. That shit's almost
okay. Not to be the asshole here, right? I will agree with you, and I will not make as much fun as I would typically would, only if some of these motherfuckers were not some toxic ass bitches.
Okay,
they be harassing people. They be harassing
people. That's when I don't feel bad for you. When it turns into an incel type shit.
I see them harass women. I see them harass people coming in, like getting their own little group of mods. I don't feel bad because I see how they talk. I see how they are. I was like, nah, fuck you guys. Sorry, go ahead.
Hey, real quick.
Sorry.
I got notification on the bottom of my screen. It said Dragon's Dogma 2 is ready to play.
Yeah, I saw
that. I'm gonna back out. It was nice seeing y'all. Like, no,
Elite X1 said something about it earlier.
Yeah, he said it earlier.
He was like, "It's ready, it's ready."
No. When he said it, is when I clicked install. I got the notification that it's installed, downloading, and ready to play.
See, this guy. He's like, he said, y'all got that 2-man overlay, right? He's like, y'all got that 2-man,
right? Hey, well, first of all, I was in the way we were doing shifts. Let's get that out the way.
It's like, wait, why does this remind me of when I used to work for GameStop, and like it would be like a passing, we'd have like just an hour or two of overlap in a shift with like 2 different employees, so somebody could go take a break. Is that what that is? Is this what we're doing now?
Yeah, right. Hey, Goku Shuri's baby's father. Let me just say, I just got back from Paris. Y'all remember?
Oui.
And I love my wife. My wife is beautiful, and I was glad she was there with me. French people in Paris are really. They're very good-looking people. They're very attractive.
Yeah. She's like,
I love how you struggle. They just start that sentence.
I got it. I think I made it through.
He made it.
I'm proud of you. That would have been a text message. I was like, hey guys, I want to say this on chat. However, I'm going backpacking to Europe.
Yeah.
Paris deal with the $10 says Sir Mix-Love would double up. Try 65%. Is it likes? What we do it? Hey, look, let me tell you something. Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to do right, man. I'm gonna need y'all to do right by me, man, because we got 129 people here. I only see 91 likes. I'm a little bit I'm a little bit bothered by that, not gonna lie to you. It hurt my feelings a lot. So yeah, can we knock that up a little bit?
Can we queue up some sad music like for next time? Just have it there, just in case. You know, I mean, whenever.
No,
we get
you know what I like. You did this a couple times with the Blerd Cave. We play some like jazz.
Oh
elevator
yeah.
music. We're just gonna sit here with this music until the lights come up.
Yeah. Yeah. Look.
That's risky. That's risky. You might see the population drop.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny is it kind of became such a gag that like I kind of enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't
people
dare.
don't have the lights up.
Yeah, he's like, no.
Hey, these lights are not coming on until the lights come up. Oh, why did Cypher World shut down?
Right? Well, no, because we would literally, I'd cut the lights off. Like, y'all think I'm bullshit? I'd be like, yeah, you cut this shit off.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit here in the dark.
Keep the lights on. That's what it is.
Yeah,
you know? Maybe if enough people like the damn video, we could pay the light bill.
Right?
Also, we are grateful for the ones who do like.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Right?
But no, well, no. To be fair.
Oops, wrong.
The likes are going up. The likes are going up. Thank you all. It costs you nothing except clicking on something. Grab
the cognac.
Right.
Y'all get the cognac. I'll be on the sax.
Wait, what was
am I the dude in the corner in a black and white video smoking a cigarette?
Doing slam poetry? Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey,
wait, what was it? What was Ron Swanson's alter ego? Duke Silver?
Oh,
yeah. Duke Silver out here. Look, I'll do it, man.
Raphael Sadiq, that's what's up.
Dude, yay.
Nice. Damn, I haven't heard of that before.
Okay,
Dude,
so I know we're joking, but can we really do this? I fucks with this bit.
I like especially with Sadiq.
I mean, I ain't against it. So I mean, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Hey, I could always trim that shit out the VOD. I can trim that shit out the VOD later. We good.
Carter will have the E&J, right?
No, God.
E&J.
Ooh, no, so
damn, bro. That's
rock gut.
that's fuckboy drink right there. And when high school Mad Dog broke E&J, then you joined the military and you start drinking Crown.
Hey,
so Smoking Man in the X-Men Files in the dark. Maybe a French woman from Paris.
Yeah.
At a table by herself, smoking a cigarette out of this long extension.
Oui, tu n'es pas le français, and I'm like,
see, damn, Sigfang out here lurking.
I know, right?
Bro, can I?
Oh, he's like, well,
you know what's funny? I could probably do it. I'll be here like this. I'm like while live, you guys are talking. Like, shit, fuck, huh? What's up?
What? Huh? What? No, I was listening. We were like, I was listening.
1999.
Yeah. No.
Hey, yo, Chris, while you was coming at me, I heard you. You said something about Power Rangers and anime. I'm like,
okay. It's like no.
Okay.
Well, you know what?
No. I know you wouldn't be in your feelings. That's what he would say.
I will say, so it's funny you say that. So you know what? I actually do want to take this opportunity to, because I feel like this is still kind of on brand because it keeps me. It keeps me in the same mindset of what we were already kind of just talking about. And so recently, Jujutsu Kaisen was a season 2 volume.
Yeah.
Was it volume 4 and 5 hit on Blu-ray?
Mm-hmm.
Just yesterday or the day before. And Mappa, who is notorious for terrible working conditions
and pay,
and probably bathroom breaks.
That too. I don't even think they let motherfuckers have like lunch. No, you just chain to the desk. Period.
Somebody just walk by with a bucket of hay, just feeding them. Like,
right. So
I'm about to sound racist. Tai Chi, Japanese or Chinese?
What's that? Tai Chi?
Tai Chi.
Like
that's
like
Chinese.
Martial arts.
Chinese. Doesn't Japan do these things where like they take breaks and they do like martial arts like to like center themselves, like to relax? I heard like corporations were doing that shit over there. I'm like, probably Mappa doesn't even let you do like karate and shit.
No, you're not.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Look, you better karate this pin is what you better do.
You better.
Hey,
you done with them cell shading?
Look, wait a minute. Look, they gonna be out there like this. They like, look, hey, you better get that pin on that on that tablet. You better karate. The only thing you gonna be, you better be doing that on this on them Jujutsu Kaisen scenes. You can do that.
Don't worry about the fact that we have 7 different titles that you're working on today, and they all come out next month. Yeah,
not next month.
Who cares?
No, in a couple hours.
Yeah.
I just know in their desk they got the Senpuku blade just ready. Hey, if you bring this on to your family, you know what to do with this. I don't even have to tell you.
Right.
Just remember, I'm gonna tell Kimiko that you brought so much dishonor, she's gonna leave you.
Done. The thing here is when Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 went to TV, they sent it with a different fight scene. For season 2, which was Sukuna and was it Maharaga? There's a completely different fight scene. The fight scene that we got that was actually released on Crunchyroll and on Japanese television is completely different than the fight scene that they have. Well, I won't say completely different. It's the same fight.
It's incomplete.
Well, it was incomplete. So what they did is they came back, they animated new scenes. They actually redid. I actually went back and watched somebody's video analysis of frame by frame of what was released versus what we got on Blu-ray. And I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of wild because I was like, bruh, they actually reanimated backgrounds, facial expressions. I think there's a part where Maharaga gets like the slice across the head, and the way the head is it's actually honestly looking at a lot of this, it's a completely different scene. I'll go ahead and say it right now. It's a completely different scene. You can't convince me otherwise.
It's also the third time they did this because when they released it was 70% complete. A week later, they redid the colors and in the whole shit, and then now they added the scenes and retexturized everything, and it was fucking phenomenal.
Damn, look at that shit.
Look at this.
Oh no,
this right here. Come on, bro.
I say I'm a socialist and I'm here for labor rights, but I see shit like this and I'm like, man, get your ass back to work. Fuck weekends.
Look.
Fuck weekends. You can take a nap while sleeping. I need more of this.
Yo,
okay.
When me and Blerd were talking about Ninja Kamui and we were talking about this when you weren't here, we were like, look, man, it's hard because I want them to get paid. I want them to, but how long do I gotta wait for the next season though?
I support every strike. If they strike, I'm like, y'all selfish, greedy.
Right? I'm like, look, hey,
look at this shit.
You don't care about the fans. You don't care.
You don't care about us. Come on, bro. Look at this. This is beautiful. Look. Let me get that neck real quick. Come on,
dude. Look, and then it just keeps going. Like it just keeps like. And the funny thing about this scene, or this whole thing, really, because I took a bunch of different pieces and just kind of chopped them up and put them together. But the funny thing about this is that they really did put a lot of energy into reanimating this just for the Blu-ray release. Just for the Blu-ray release. Now that's a big deal, I imagine. But it's like, no, are they working on something else? Are they working on the next season of Jujutsu Kaisen? Are they working on the next movie of Jujutsu Kaisen? Was supposed to be the Culling Game. Are they working on are they working on season 3 of Vinland Saga or some shit? No, just this.
Well, when speaking more seriously about Mappa and their practices, the answer really is probably yes, all of the above.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. It's all of it.
Shit.
It's all of it.
Yeah, it's like, yes, you're gonna do this, but sir, we have Vinland Saga to complete.
I'm so glad.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
you better get on it. You better get on it.
You opted out for not doing the accent. You were this close.
Yeah, he was
I by that third yes,
he's like,
you can tell like the system updated.
Look, first of all, I want to just say that we need to have more topics on Hispanic people. That way I can make fun of the accent and not feel bad, okay? This new age where I can't do other people's accent all of a sudden.
Wait,
I was actually I was like, is he gonna do it? By that third year, he was like, oh, okay, he recalibrated. We're good.
I was half waiting on like the Fresh and Fit skit where it'd be like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's not racist. I have these Japanese hats, you know, for when I want to make fun of Japanese people.
Bro,
I got hats for everybody. I got hats for Mexican
tomorrow.
people. It was
like I make fun of myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make fun of myself. Jonathan Stewart, happy birthday.
Yes.
Thanks for the two deuces for the deuce. I appreciate it.
Speaking of, man.
How much is that?
Well, no, I was just gonna just be like, here, man, we're dropping the bomb for you, man.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna drop the bomb for you. So,
this is a word. I'm talking about Japan.
What's that?
Interesting choice of words after talking about Japan.
Oh, damn! I didn't even think about that. Okay, first off, here, let me. I apologize. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I want to apologize to everyone. And yeah. But yeah. That said.
That switcher was quick too. That was awesome. That switcher was money, bro.
It's like getting back to it. But yeah, it's so. Oh wow, we got some here, man. Dude, Jonathan Motor out here. I hear said happy birthday, Jonathan Stewart, with the 1999 super chat. Love it here, man. I love it here. I love to see it. But no, I just want to point this out. I thought it was really telling that with all the things that Mappa has on their plate, and they are sitting up here reanimating scenes on top of animating Vinland Saga Season 3, most likely, on top of animating Jujutsu Kaisen the Culling Game, on top of animating Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, on top...
One Punch Man.
And on top of One Punch Man. It's like, bruh. Mappa, I'm gonna need you to stop. I'm gonna need you to stop.
Come all the way down.
Yeah. It's like
but also keep them coming. Just pay people.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
We can have both. We got both.
You know what they could do? They could instead of this is like some Thanos thinking. You know when Thanos snapped and everybody just kind of like came together and everybody said it once. Outside of the Thanos was right people, but everybody else said, why not just double the resources?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Mappa is not hurting for money.
No.
You know what I mean? And you could just, I'm not saying double, but you could increase the staff. You could increase the amount of people, increase the pay. Because even if you increase the pay doesn't really address the crunch, right?
No. No, not at all.
You gotta have more people. It's like, listen,
so
if we pay more people, how do I buy my fourth yacht?
Well, here's the thing. This is crazy. I'm looking at their breakdown of everything they got going on right now. So right now they've got Oblivion Battery, which is a baseball anime. Mm-hmm. They've got Hell's Paradise, Jigoku Raku Season 2, Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skills Season 2. They've got Lazarus. And of course, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 Culling Game. And then, scroll down. Yuri on Ice movie, Ice Adolescence. Zombieland Saga, the movie. Chainsaw Man, the movie. The Reza arc, or whatever you want to call it. And then, that's what all they have on their docket right now. Like, this is everything that they are working on currently. And I just have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions about how they plan on completing any of this. So...
Oh, by sacrificing the pawns and the lemons and the poor people. Come on, bro.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, and something I didn't think about either, and it's kind of funny to me because this is the way anime movies are done nowadays. They're doing because I forgot about Chainsaw Man. I completely forgot about Chainsaw Man. And when they do this stuff, they make these movies because Demon Slayer does the same thing. A lot of anime movies do the same thing. What they'll do is they will animate the movie. They'll do the movie, put that together, and then they'll just release that shit as an actual separate episodes. But then of course, it's probably gonna not be exactly the movie. They might have some different stuff here or there, maybe depending on the anime.
Or add some filler.
Yeah, they'll cut. Yeah, they'll either cut something or add something. Take your pick. It depends on. It honestly is kind of on a case by case basis. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting to see like what's going on here. But it just kind of I really just only really wanted to bring up because of what we talked about in the past with the anime industry. That the anime industry has kind of done its not kind of it just did do its employees incredibly dirty. And it just and I just want people to think about that. You know, that animation looked fantastic, but would it have looked as fantastic if they actually, or maybe better, if they paid their artist a living wage and had a less stressful work environment? That's the question I ask. Because if they're animating this stuff under crunch, because I want y'all to think about something. And, you know, because remember how everybody was clowning Marvel for all the bad CG they've had in their movies as of late? And we've recently learned that the visual effects studios they've been going to have either been over promising and under delivering, or Marvel was just trying to go for the cheap. And look what you got. So imagine these animators here. I'm going to pull this scene back up just because I want to make sure that I'm clear in everything that I'm saying here. I want to pull this back up. If the animation looks like this and they're getting overworked and are underpaid, stressful work environment, terrible conditions, terrible working conditions, imagine how much better this would look if they were actually being paid a fair wage. Like, just imagine, just whatever this looks like, I guarantee you could probably times it by 10, and it probably would look, it still wouldn't describe how much better this would probably look. But that's just, you know, that's just, that's just the thing. That's just kind of where my head is at
to bring it
on
for a
this.
circle.
Yeah.
To bring it for a circle, I think, and yeah, hypocritically speaking, right? The only way that is ever going to change if we start hurting their pockets.
Yeah.
Right? As, you know what I mean? If like all of us as a whole, we will boycott the next JJK season, right? And they start again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was like. Look, because I can tell you what folks are they're like. Yeah, man, we need to boycott Mappa. But can I still watch JJK season 3?
Hey, that's what JJK. You know what I mean? Or not only that, you'll see the ones like, hey, not all boycott works. You know what I'm saying? It's only if I don't watch it, it's actually gonna hurt.
Yeah, they ain't doing it.
Animators who put they're not doing that shit.
Yeah,
But
they
I
ain't
feel
doing
like
that shit.
The only way we're gonna see any actual change if we hurt their pockets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's why I was saying earlier that it's going to be the worker, right? Consumer activism doesn't really work. Targeted boycotts can work. That's how like BDS is, you know, focused. And they'll pick like a small number, right, to target this type of shit. But
we? Fuck you mean we?
You mean to tell me the new season is out and I can't watch it? Okay. How about if my boy Robo watch it and I just happen to be at his house and I'm not looking directly at the TV. However, I'm in the living room.
If a company gets doo-doo water enough, let me just tell y'all, I am not above looking for the One Piece. That's all I'm saying.
Wait,
Yo, clap for this man. That was
I'm just saying.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I'm proud. I'm legit proud.
Bro.
Hey, are you blushing? Yo, zoom in.
Enhance.
I am in a Discord right now. DM me if you want it. That every UFC fight, that shit is on there. And and the Discord owner, I give them funds. And I'm like, look, because I'm not fucking giving Dana White and UFC shit.
Oh,
and
no.
every time these motherfucking fighters go to the side of the cage and try to say hi to Donald Trump, I'm like, you know, I'm so glad I'm bootlegging this shit.
Oh, no. Let me tell you something. I have said this for a long time, and I will continue to say it. I will forever say it. There's nothing anyone can say that's going to change my opinion about this until Toei actually gets their act together. And that statement is that if you refuse to give me a legal way to watch my Super Sentai and Kamen Rider, well, guess what hat I am about to put on? I'm going to put on my straw hat.
That's
And
what
I will be out here. Look, y'all be like, oh, sing along. Like, yeah. I'm gonna be on the mast of the boat, sitting here with my one-piece hat on, with my little vest and my little shorts, just chest and stomach just all out. It'd be like with the big ass goofy smile to me, oh, sing along, all your hopes and dreams. Yeah, that's all y'all gonna hear out of me, because that's what I'm gonna be singing as I'm watching my Super Sentai
Can we do
Rider
that
the
next
Pirate
episode?
Way.
Like, before we start Assassin's Creed 5 this shit up, right? Can we get the straw hat situation up? Shout out if you got that reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out if you got that.
I'm just, look, let me tell you something. I never advocate for piracy. If the people who made the art are willing to give me access to that art at a fair price and in a reasonable manner. If you like say, hey, look, we have if Toei said, hey, look, we got a streaming service. I know you're tired of streaming services, but we have a streaming service. You can watch all the Super Sentai and Kamen Rider you want to your heart's content. Every season, every episode, every movie, whatever. All you got to do is give us like $8 or $9 a month. I'd be like, you know what?
Fair.
Fine. But if you do not release that shit on Blu-ray or even DVD for that matter, you don't license it anywhere where I can fucking watch it, or on a streaming service that you don't own, you don't give me any access to it, and not only that, you specifically go after, and quite litigiously, go after the people who do fan subs and try and translate the stuff so people who are fans can actually watch it and enjoy it, because, you know, we don't fucking live in Japan, so we don't get to watch it on Sunday when it comes out. Yeah, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm going to go get on my pirate shit and yo ho fucking ho.
Damn, we're gonna go Season Thieves in this bitch. Let's go.
Look. Matter of fact, wait. Some of y'all in here, y'all know what I'm talking about. My boy, Captain Marvelous. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Look, y'all gonna see me out here with the goddamn, look, fuck that. I'm gonna have my red jacket on. I'm gonna have the red jacket on with the fucking blicky and the goddamn, whatever the hell you want to call it. The goddamn, the little saber swords and shit. I'm gonna be full on. Look, y'all go, look, this right here is how y'all gonna see my black ass out here watching Super Sentai, fucking pirating it up, like, yeah, let's go, baby, because that's what I'm gonna do.
Just imagine seeing Ernie dressed up like this, sitting in his couch, staring at them, and you're like, just with a popcorn, his wife come home from work, just staring like,
Oh no, because
that's why I married him.
Look,
that was that man right there.
Right? Look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. We used to, or actually, I still have it. I don't use it as much anymore, but I had like a Plex server where I had all my like Super Sentai, Kamen Rider shit on, so I could have it on the TV in the living room. And let me tell you, yes, I did. Yes, I fucking did. Look, you know how I like my Super Sentai? You know how I like my Super Sentai? I want my, look, I'm a bad motherfucker. I don't care. That motherfucker will have the motherfucking clock in the upper left corner, because that's how motherfuckers be recording that shit. That's how you know what time the motherfucker come on. I will have that fucking timer up there and will not give two shits. That's it. That's how much I don't give a fuck about that shit. Wait, what dude who said he said Blerd gonna be Gokai Red get chased by Space Sheriff Gavin? You goddamn right I am. You goddamn right I am. You goddamn right I will be. Don't fucking play with me. Don't play with me. I want my shit. Oh wait, said
swing sweet music to kill this modem.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I almost forgot.
I thought we did it.
Oh yeah. I forgot. We got. Oh wait, here. I'm gonna come back to that one. Yeah. So the One Piece. That was smooth. Well done, Left Face. Oh, by the way, thank you for that 1999 piracy super chat.
Wait, does that mean that the bread is not real?
I don't know. Maybe it is. But he's like, God damn it, this motherfucker. No, but this is a fuck wait 2 years for someone over here to get interested in an anime and translate it for a service. No, that exactly. When a fan subber will have that shit ready in 2 days. And that's the thing I'm talking about. Because, the same way that they do anime, how people fan sub anime, guess what? There used to be a website that did that shit for Tokusatsu. And that shit would come out on a Sunday, and you best believe the fan sub was up by Monday.
Facts.
And you know what's wild? You know what's wild about that shit? Is that if it comes from a fan sub, this shit's gonna be nice. Because let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I binge watched all of it in one day. And I'm still recovering, by the way. Berserk.
Oh,
are you okay?
Yeah, are you good?
No.
You good?
Dude, wait. Let me ask you this. Have you spoken to a therapist?
I need to.
I was about to make fun of him. I was about to make fun of him, but then he said berserk. I was like, oh shit. This is why you can't talk shit. This why you gotta. This is why you gotta. God damn. You good though.
I'm still processing.
He's still processing. God damn.
Dim the lights.
It went through the eclipse arc, and I'm not okay. But my point is that I couldn't have the captions on because at one point, as an example, how bad it was.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, the king goes, "You fool! Fighters are surrounding the castle," and this fucking caption said "Foo Fighters." Capital FOO fighters.
The Foo Fighters.
I'm like, I don't.
Bruh, stop.
I don't think that's what he said. He said, "You fool, fighters are surrounding the castle." They use whole ass like AI like CapCut. They just put their shit in CapCut.
not the Foo Fighters.
But that was an example. It was like that the whole series. Like nothing was matching. And I was like, my ADHD ass, I could not have the captions on because it was wrong. And I'm like, that's fucking me up. I had to take it off.
Oh, be glad you don't speak Spanish because when this dubbed by two different companies, like the caption was done by a different company, and
again.
It actually be terrible. By the way,
fucking Foo Fighters always surrounding the castle,
bruh, right?
You know what that reminded me of when I put you on Blood C? And you were like, "Oh, this anime about?" Yeah. And I was like, watch it and let me know if you still want to be my friend."
Blood C was dope though. Like, you're right. Bloody, gory, disturbing, right?
Yeah.
But Berserk was just something else.
No,
let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you what messed me up.
Go ahead.
When dude with this is early on in Berserk, and this is just to give you an idea of where I was at. When the dude in the damn church, I guess he's supposed to be like the Pope or some bullshit. And he's like, and the ladies are like, "Oh, my son, he's all emaciated. Oh my God, he's starving to death." And the guy's like, "Oh no, we can get him straightened out." And then they go back to the church, and all of a sudden they just start torturing that damn woman. And I was just like, "Oh,
bro!"
Like stripped her clothes off and started torturing the shit out of her. And I was like, "Bruh,
nah." So Berserk is tough to watch. It's even tougher to read. When you see how Guts was born, I was like, "Oh, so we just starting off the bat." I've
only watched the one, right? So that's the whole thing that ends with the eclipse. Mm-hmm. That's all. I have volumes 1 and 2 behind me with the the black and red fake leather. Ooh,
Yeah.
that shit's nice. I don't
See,
feel like getting up.
that's
Where you bought that?
yeah, I like those. I need to get those.
Yeah.
But
I'm buying them right now.
it starts before that arc, right? So I watched that shit, and from what I understand, that shit that happened with what's her name? Chiruka, whatever the fuck her name is. She
I know Berserk and Griffith. I mean, well, Guts. And
Guts,
Griffith.
Guts,
Yeah.
I don't
Griffith,
commit
and
names
then
of
whatever the
memory.
girl's name is,
Yeah.
Churaka or something.
Yeah.
And so
Rascal. That's funny. If you
yeah, Chewbacca was out there, and then he threw her down, and they had Casca. There you go.
Rascal.
Yep.
What the fuck? Where the H come? Go ahead.
Chewbacca was close.
Yeah, just closer than me.
John was cool. Look, he got done with her, threw her down, and white shit on her leg. I'm like,
Oh, it's like
no. What the fuck's going on? Here's the thing. My son, he's 20. My son's walking. He's like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, I don't even know, honestly. Honestly, I don't even
He's
know.
like, I don't even know.
Because 11 fucking episodes, okay? If you haven't watched Berserker, for anybody in the chat, 11 episodes of some Game of Thrones on crack shit. Some weird love triangle. Some crazy guy killing 100 dudes because he's raging. Okay. No magic. No demons.
Nope.
I mean, one demon, but like in episode 3, and then you never see him again. And it's like, it's just like regular shit. So I'm thinking this is like some Conan shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Not what I thought, because everybody's telling me how crazy this thing is. And I go 11 episodes of thinking everybody is like overreacting. And this is some anime levels of Game of Thrones. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And then the eclipse happens. And I'm traumatized forever. Like, what the fuck just happened?
And my life changed. And my life changed. That's all I heard.
God damn.
I'm gonna tell you. So, real quick, and
I don't even remember why I brought up Berserker, by the way. I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm glad I got to share my trauma with y'all.
With that
Damn.
being said, with Berserk, I don't put nobody on because the
Berserk,
person that put me on, it'd be like, "Hey, watch Berserk," and they didn't warn me. I was like 14, and I was like, "All right, whatever, I like." And then I saw this shit, and I was like, "What the actual fuck?" Right? And I was disturbed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of fucked right there.
And then yeah, and like, so I don't tell people like, I want to get into anime. I heard about Berserk. I'm like, look, no. Start with My Hero. Start with Dragon Ball. Start with Sailor Moon. Hell, start with
right.
Sailor Moon.
Yeah. Do not start with Berserk.
Bruh. Nah, I'm gonna tell you right now. I actually thought about collect like the black volumes you were talking about for Berserk.
I just bought them.
I was this motherfucker. I was actually thinking about buying them for myself. And because so those I have
seen them, right?
I've seen them because okay, so full disclosure, full disclosure. So Blade of the Immortal and
Got that one too.
Yeah, I have the full set for Blade of the Immortal. I have the full set for Hellsing, and I was like, man, I kind of want to put that Berserk on the shelf. And I was like, you know what? One day, because I think there's like 14 of them. I think it's like 14 volumes.
Berserker, I got 1 and 2. I'm not getting all crazy.
Yeah, no. Well, no. I only say that because like
about 4.
I realized how much I loved those. Like, I was like, dude, I was like, this is how you read manga. I was like, this is how you do it. Like, dude, the fucking like the bound is like, oh my god, this is so much better, so much better.
Redo of a healer. All right,
but he's like, let me write that down. But no, I will definitely say there are some manga. Actually, speaking of the devil, not as graphic as Berserk, but the Blade of the Immortal does the same thing at a point. With a particular character where like you don't see it, but you know what the fuck is going on. Like you know that SA is happening.
I ain't gonna say that. Like, I'm not. Look, I gotta be my head. Don't do it. Don't
Yeah,
do it.
I just saw it. I was like, he was like, don't do it.
Oh, is it hentai? Nah, I'm not. So that's the thing, was when I was watching that scene.
Okay,
scene
yeah.
With Chewbacca, I'm like, this is hentai, I guess. Or
Yeah.
softcore hentai. I don't know what the fuck's going on right now, and I'm really uncomfortable because it's clearly not consensual. So I'm like,
right.
Yeah. So okay, bet I am actually not gonna watch it.
Yeah,
If it's
skip
hentai,
that.
I'm not gonna watch it. But yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind blood, just goriness. I don't mind like the eating, like when the demons came out and started eating people. That shit's wild. Like I'm okay with nudity. I'm okay with fucking. I'm okay with all of it. But when you use, like, this is a good example for anybody out there who wants, here, I'm going to get a little SJW on everybody real quick. When people talk about, when feminists, right, including myself, talk about how rape is used as a plot device or an event for character development, especially when it's the character development of the dude in the scene
of a man, yeah.
Yeah.
Like not only did the scene fuck me up because it was such graphic rape, but also it kind of like was like, this is all for Guts. This is for Guts to realize that dude is not his friend anymore. Like, this is really, really fucked up.
I'm not gonna lie. That's bad writing. I think that's just bad writing. That's not.
100%.
Yeah, that's
100%.
Even Garth Ennis regrets. Because we talked about this in the cave a ways
like
back.
Crossed and shit.
Or not just Crossed, but like with the boys, talking about like,
how gratuitous it was.
Yeah, like how gratuitous the stuff with Starlight was. He was like, he said with the benefit of hindsight, he's like, I should not have done that. And and the thing is, I actually think it takes balls for a writer to step up and be like,
that's
that was not the way.
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to go through all the boys. I bought no, I didn't. I'm about to lie. That was Invincible.
Invincible's
I wanted
better
to go through all
anyway.
the boys. I didn't get past Starlight's rape.
Yeah, no, same. I did, but yeah.
The way I knew about it was through the show. And like how it happened in the show,
it's
and
way
how
worse.
she reacted. I was like, okay, that's fucked, but like at least she gets there's a little bit of payback. Okay, but in the comic
was bad.
The reason, the method, how it happened, like what happens afterwards, everything was just like, I'm not reading this.
Infinitely worse.
Yeah,
isn't like also the defilement of the Martian Manhunter clone? I forgot what was his name. In the boys, right? He's not in the show. He makes a cameo in one of the
Jack
of
was a Jack of something. Jack of Jupiter Jack, something like that.
Yes, something like
Jack
that, right?
from Jupiter.
After Billy the Butcher murked him, I think he told his dog to defile his. I think he's like his corpse or his head. Like, I think that was actually in the comic. Yeah, if I'm not, don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Because I remember when I read, I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
It was just gross to be gross.
Yeah, shock. It's like a shock value.
Yeah, that's how I felt about Cross. Like Elite X1, like, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like when I read Cross, I was like, this is like some like I imagine not a professional writer. I imagine a 14-year-old edgelord who's trying to make his parents upset or make other of his friends puke. Like, and then he ripped the head off and he started fucking that too. It's like, I'm reading page after page. I'm like, no, if I didn't have any inhibitions, I don't think I would just turn into a rape machine. I'm sorry.
No, and that's kind of my whole point too. Like, I feel like you can't, like, anyone who comes to me and tries to tell me, dude, that was such a great story. Oh my, I'm not gonna lie, I'm immediately judging you. That's immediate grounds for judgment.
Yeah.
And not like silent.
Now, do I think rape would happen? Sure, probably even more so. But I would say murder.
would be more
like
likely.
the main thing. Like,
Yeah.
but they're just over here like, I can't control my erections, everything. I have to fuck everything. I'm like,
Yeah, like
calm down. Yeah, why
I
do
immediately
animals don't do that?
judge.
Like,
Yeah. Like, but again, I think it's you hit the nail on the head or whatever the saying is, right? It was just for shock value, right? That's all it was, right? And that's why when people talk about the boys and they're trying like, oh man, I can't wait for next season. Should I just read the comics? We always say no. As a matter of fact, when we did the chill spot back in the day, somebody came in the chat and said, should I read the comics? And I think me and Blerd in unison was like, hell no.
hey guys, I gotta go.
Yeah.
This guy.
No. She's not watching, but she's at the airport.
Oh, well, you know what? I was gonna say.
I
Yeah.
I didn't tell Ben when to, and she just texted me, yeah, we just landed still on the plane. I'm like, yeah.
I'm there.
He right there. Totally
Hey,
on the
cut
no,
this from the VOD.
Yeah. Go go do what you gotta do. I was gonna say, honestly, we were kind of wrapping up anyway, honestly.
yeah.
The only thing I'll say is I know not Elite X1, but Rough Rider or iCower of Nothing in Discord asked if we watched the Nickelodeon thing, Quiet on the Set, about the stuff that was going on behind the scenes Nickelodeon shows. I haven't watched it. I think we're gonna do it next week. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that would be a good one because I'm definitely gonna watch. I think we might be watching it tonight if she makes me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a tough
I'm gonna owe her.
But
yeah,
go-
it's definitely
like
a
that.
topic for next week. Yeah.
So apologetic. Now I guess since I fucked up.
Go do your thing. We're gonna go ahead and call it here. Y'all got links. Go follow Robo Cypher in the links below. And hang around because I got a video about to premiere literally or not premiere, but it's gonna go live here in just a minute. So stick around and I guess for Robo, for Just Chris Cypher, I am the Blerd Without Fear, and IGN, you can go to hell.